Ever wanted to create your own website, but got totally lost before you even start it? Yeah, you are not alone. In this explainer, we're going to demystify the whole process with a simple blueprint that'll guide you right from idea to launch. Let's get into it.
That's really what a website is, right? It's your own little corner of the internet. Whether it's for a passion project, a new business, or just to show off your skills, you're about to get the map to build it.
Okay, so where do we even begin? Well, the very first, and honestly, the most important step is asking one simple question. Why? Before you pick a single color or write a single word, you've got to define your website's purpose. Think of it as your North Star for this whole adventure.
So, what's it going to be? Are you building a portfolio to land that dream job? Or maybe a blog to share all that amazing knowledge you've got? Maybe it's a site to get clients for your business, or even an online store to sell things. Knowing this answer first is absolutely crucial, because it's going to guide every single decision you make from here on out.
All right, once you've got your why locked in, it's time to figure out the how. This is a pretty big decision, but don't worry, there is a perfect path for everyone, no matter how tech-savvy you are or aren't.
When it comes to actually building your site, you've basically got three main paths to choose from. Let's take a look.
Okay, let's break these down. Think of a no-code builder like a magic carpet. It's super fast, super easy, and perfect if you're just starting out. A CMS, or content management system, is kind of like building your own car. It takes a bit more work, but you get way more customization. And coding it yourself, that's like forging a sword from scratch. It is the hardest path for sure, but it gives you total, absolute control. So, path number one, the no-code builder. And let me tell you, this is the definition of user-friendly. With platforms like Wix or Squarespace, you're literally just using pre-made templates and a simple drag-and-drop editor. Hosting is usually included, which means you can have a really professional-looking site live in just a few hours. Next up, path number two, the CMS. And the undisputed king here, it's got to be WordPress.org. This option is the perfect middle ground. It gives you so much more power than a no-code builder, with thousands of themes and plugins to add pretty much any feature you can dream of. It's also fantastic for SEO, which helps your site get found on Google. And last but not least, path three, coding it all yourself. This one's for the architects, the folks who want to build every single wall from scratch. Using languages like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, your creative freedom is completely unlimited. The only limit is your imagination and, well, your coding skill. All right, so no matter which path you end up choosing, every single website needs two fundamental things to even exist online. Let's think of it like building a house. You need an address, right, so people can find you. And you need a plot of land to actually build on. So first up, the address. That's your domain name. It's that unique, easy-to-remember name like mycoolwebsite.com that people are going to type into their browser to visit you. It's your identity on the web, so try to pick a good one. And second, you need that plot of land. In the web world, we call that web hosting. It's basically a space on a server somewhere where all your website's files, your text, your pictures, your code, are all stored. Without hosting, your site has nowhere to live and nobody can see it. And here's a really cool thing about that first path we talked about. If you use a no-code builder like Squarespace or Wix, they often just bundle the domain and the hosting right in for you. This makes the whole process so much simpler, since you don't have to worry about setting them up separately. Okay, you've got your purpose, you've picked your path, and you've got your foundation. Now for the really fun part, designing your digital space and actually bringing it to life. And you know what? This process is way more straightforward than you might think. First, you'll pick a theme. Think of it like your visual blueprint. Next, you build out your key pages, which are like the rooms of your house. Then, you fill those rooms with your content. And crucially, please, please, please always check how it looks on a phone. That's where most people are going to see it anyway. So, what are these essential rooms I'm talking about? Well, pretty much every great website has these core pages. A home page that acts as the front door, an about page to tell your story, a services or products page to show what you offer, maybe a blog to share updates, and of course, a contact page so people can actually reach you. Okay, a beautiful site is awesome, but it's kind of useless if no one can find it, right? That's where SEO, or search engine optimization, comes in. And don't worry, you don't need to be an expert. Just use keywords so Google knows what your page is about. Add descriptive alt text to your images, which helps with both accessibility and search. And make sure your site is fast, because nobody likes to wait for a site to load. These simple little steps make a huge difference. You've done all the hard work. The design is looking sharp, the content is all there. It is time for the grand opening. But here's the thing. Launching your site isn't the end of the journey. It's really just the beginning. This final launch sequence is always such a thrill. First, just give everything one last look over. Check for broken links and typos. Then you connect your domain name so it points to your new site. And finally, you get to hit that big, beautiful publish button, and you're live. And here is the last and maybe most important piece of wisdom I can give you. A website isn't some statue you build once and then just forget about. Nope, it's more like a garden. You got to tend to it, update it with fresh content, and keep it secure to help it grow and thrive over time. And there you have it. From purpose all the way to publish, the complete blueprint, it's all yours now. You've got the map, you know the steps, you are so ready to get started.
So the only question left is, what's it gonna be? What are you gonna build first? Your little corner of the internet is waiting for you.